So Kanye has been in the news over the last couple weeks, and honestly this is one of the biggest Kanye controversies to pretty much ever happen to the guy. And if you're a Kanye fan, you know that Kanye loves to bring on controversies for himself. It's pretty much how his main point of getting attention. But this time it's actually really different, and it's literally costing Kanye West hundreds of millions of dollars. Let's talk about it. So what's been happening is Kanye West pretty much was tweeting out some anti-Semitic remarks, pretty much saying like he'd go DEFCON 3 on Jews, which is honestly insane, and people weren't happy about it. I mean, in the past Kanye has done and said some very crazy things, but never to this extent to piss off so many people. Only 18% of the people watching this video right now are actually subscribed to the channel. Don't be part of the 81%. Subscribe to the channel, you have nothing to lose. And it actually led to big things like the Yeezy brand being canceled from Adidas. And if you didn't know, the Yeezy brand is literally a billion-dollar brand for Kanye. It's actually the brand that made him $1 billion. You'd think it'd be from his music, but no. Selling shoes is what did it for him. And now that his main partner, Adidas, has canceled on him, it's costing him big time. CNN Business reports Adidas has ended its partnership with Ye, also known as Kanye West, with immediate effect. In a statement on Tuesday, the sportswear maker said it does not tolerate anti-Semitism and any other sorts of hate speech, and said that his recent comments were unacceptable, hateful, and dangerous. Adidas said they violated the company's values of diversity and inclusion, mutual respect and fairness. Sales and production of Yeezy branded products have also stopped, as well as payments to Ye and his companies. Adidas said it will take a $250 million hit in its fourth quarter sales. Adidas has partnered with West since 2013, when the company signed his brand away from rivals Nike. In 2016, Adidas extended its relationship with the rapper, calling it the most significant partnership ever created between a non-athlete and an athletic brand. But Adidas put the partnership under review in early October after he wore a White Lives Matter t-shirt in public. The Anti-Defamation League categorizes the phrase as a hate slogan used by white groups, including the KKK. Recently, Ye said, "I can say anti-Semitic SHIT, and Adidas cannot drop me," during a tirade against Jews on the Drink Champs podcast. He also threatened on Twitter to go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. And so yeah, this is honestly one of the craziest things happened in Kanye's entire career. I mean, you guys really don't understand how big of a deal Adidas dropping Yeezy is. They're saying Adidas is reporting that in their fourth quarter, their earnings will go under $250 million. So that means throughout the year, Yeezy probably makes Adidas $1 billion of quarterly revenue or annual revenue. That is so much money. And to think that Adidas finally said, hey, this crap that Kanye is doing is giving us too much attention, we're going to take a $250 million hit, is no small feat. I mean, for most companies, I'd be looking at that dollar sign and just saying that, hey, maybe we can just put out a tweet saying, hey, we're putting it under review and we do not accept this kind of hate speech from our partners. But we'll keep having the money ranking. I mean, they really took away $1 billion brand from their partnership just for it. And that's actually what Kanye's been trying to do. Apparently over the last couple months, he's been going over a bunch of contract reviews with partners like Adidas, and it sounds like he wanted to go his own way. He didn't want to partner with Adidas anymore. He wanted to go independent. So people are actually saying that he meant to get out of this Adidas partners by saying these anti-Semitic things, and I can kind of see that. However, this regardless if Kanye decides to go his own way, there's no way Yeezy is going to be as big anymore. I mean, it's hurt his public perception, more than a lot of times in the past. And also, think about all the stores that, Adidas has and all their avenues of selling products. I mean, I'm sure when Kanye West turns Yeezy into his own independent brand and, he goes with someone who will actually work with him after this crap, I'm sure he'll still be making plenty of money, but it's going to be nowhere close to $1 billion in a year. I mean, that is no small money. And then not only did he get dropped from his Adidas brand, but he also got dropped from multiple concert venues that pretty much said that, hey, we don't want to we don't want to work with you anymore. And I mean, as much as those things probably don't make Kanye West the most amount of money, it still gets him a lot of publicity. I mean, this is like Kanye West is officially getting like pretty much canceled by, you know, all these corporations that are just like tired of him doing crazy crap and thinking he can get away with it. I mean, he literally said on the podcast, "I can say anti-Semitic crap and Adidas can't drop me." Well, that didn't age well, because that's exactly what they did. And you know what? It's going to cost not only Adidas a lot of money, but it's going to cost Kanye so much money. It was actually, I think I heard that Kanye is no longer a billionaire because of this deal that went through, which is honestly insane that, you know, Kanye was so seemingly adamant about going, you know, independent with his shoe brand. And I mean, I kind of don't blame him. I understand why he wants to, especially because I don't know what a brand split would be. It's probably not overly big, because, you know, if it just made him $1 billion and it's making Adidas $1 billion a year, you know what, I'm sure the split in revenue isn't super comforting to Kanye. But I mean, it's also, you know, Adidas is the only reason, you know, he's making all this money. I'm sure, like I said, it'll still go through a-okay, and he'll still be making money when he decides to go independent. However, you know, it's not going to be anywhere close to it. And it sounds like Kanye has apologized more than a couple times over the past, you know, since this podcast drop where he was being anti-Semitic, but it seems like people just aren't doing good enough, and honestly, people just aren't accepting it. And I mean, it's hard to blame people for not accepting it, because, you know, it kind of seems just disingenuous. I don't know if Kanye was actually saying, you know, actually meant what he said about Jewish people, but I mean, a bunch of people just aren't accepting the apology this time, and he's going to have to do something, you know, really big to make up for this. I mean, this has been Kanye's past over the bit. You know, he does some controversial stuff to blow up, you know, attention before he does a release. I don't know if he's planning on releasing an album or a new clothing brand or whatever, but this one definitely went too far, and it's literally costing him $1 billion. It's literally costing, you know, it's going to cost him not only that money, but it's going to cost him a lot of future deals if he doesn't come out. And I mean, he needs a really genuine apology, and he's been limited on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, so it's kind of hard to use his social channels to make a formal apology. But he needs to make a really good one that makes headlines. And you know what? I understand if you wanted to be dropped from Adidas, but now that that's done, it's time to you know, get your reputation a bit. I mean, I think Kanye needs to make a very genuine apology, because, you know what, the stuff he was saying was, you know, more crazy than usual for Kanye. And I definitely think that not only brands are turning against him, but also, you know, like hardcore Kanye fans are finally turning against him. You know what, I'm a Kanye fan myself, and I mean, I didn't like his comments. I'll still listen to his music because I like his music, but yeah, I'm a little tired of this whole attention seeker thing. That's what I personally think it is. I think he's just doing it for attention. And we've even said it in the past. I remember hearing like a leaked phone call from him, pretty much saying the whole reason he wore a White Lives Matter t-shirt was because he needed attention. And that was the whole reason, whether he agreed with the movement or not or whatever. But yeah, it just looks like he's doing this for attention. I hope that's the reason, and I hope he's not actually like hateful or whatever. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Yesterday we made a video talking about Mr. Beast has been in the news over the last couple days because people are upset with him for not buying people's groceries, and the whole reason why is honestly ridiculous. This is a video you're not going to want to miss. Click here to watch it now.